Normal human people.
Human beings, right?
Yeah. It's $39.94. Since Jerry, since you remembered it, do you want to read it?
Sure. Although I will be slightly distracted because I have been painting.
Oh, you good?
I said painting.
Oh, I thought you said heaving. I was like, oh, you
No.
good?
How did you get heaving from that?
Oh,
At first,
no.
I misheard it, but I misheard it as thinking. Where did the at the end go? Right?
I don't know. So now I'm just imagining Cheery just constantly heaving while reading the SCP.
Reads a paragraph, pukes. Reads a paragraph, pukes. Anyway.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, Jerry.
Sorry, just let me. Sometimes painting is a little time sensitive because if you wait too long, everything dries.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in that case, should Bright read it?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. Alright, then I'll go ahead and read it then. If you don't hear me say anything, just imagine my computer had a shift fit.
Also, be warned, that SCP is not nice to its children.
Oh. So it's my parents. I got it.
Oh.
Oh, right.
Oh no, you might make that reference as we go further.
Wait.
I just remembered which fucking SCP this is.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You knew exactly what I was referencing now, don't you, Hatchet?
Yes, I do.
Did I hit the nail in the coffin?
Yeah. Yeah. Any comments, Hatchet?
My
Did
head
you
hurts.
accidentally hit the nail?
My head hurts.
My comments are my head hurts.
Yeah. Alright. Item SCP-3994. Object Class Heater. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-3994 is currently being held on-site at Site-92. The doors to 3994's containment chambers must be pressurized as to prevent instances from maneuvering through gaps between the door and its frame. Instances are to be separated by category into their respective containment chambers in groups of no more than 15 per chamber. Should the number of instances in any given category exceed 800, termination of up to 500 instances may be permitted. Termination of an instance of 3994 requires 87% of its mass to be completely destroyed, whether by incineration of 800 degrees Celsius, dissolution by an acid of 1.1 pH or less, or a detonation of 415 megajoules of... Fuck me. I don't know how to say that. I'm not gonna...
Trinit Trotolui.
Trotoluni. Recategorization of instances should occur bi-monthly. Foundation web crawlers must consistently monitor occurring meteor showers and databases of medical facilities in order to track and contain instances of 3994. Mobile Task Force Data 991, Human Beings, is to be deployed wherever reports of 3994 surface, and instances of 3994 must be apprehended under the guise of relocation to a private medical facility. 3994 is to be provided a maximum of 3 times daily with Foundation generated or heavily altered media. All media is to be centered around human activity and regarded as acceptable behavior for humans. Regardless of the nature of the content, incoming information from outside instances or sources must be immediately substituted with the aforementioned medium. All personnel who interact with the aspects of 3994 or files regarding it must undergo a blood test prior to entering and exiting the chamber, as to prevent allowing incorrect personnel from exiting. The description SCP-3994 is a collective designation for a cluster of extraterrestrial entities, currently consisting of -A-1 through -C-redacted. Instances of 3994 have been grouped into categories A, B, or C based on degree of shell decay, with A having no signs of shell decay, B having any amount of shell decay but with a retained shell, and C lacking any shell. 3994 develops and inhabits outer skins, henceforth referred to as shells, that resemble human beings. 3994 will favor mimicking the appearance of a pre-existing individual and its immediate vicinity if it lacks a shell. If no human is present, shell formation will occur regardless. These shells are assumed to act as disguises to hide the inner form of 3994, but often fail to perform as intended. 68% of attempts by 3994 to form humanoid shells have resulted in various deformities. Percentage is shown to increase in the absence of a replicatable human subject, including but not limited to twisted appendages, severe malformation resembling elephantitis, disproportionate skeletal structure, and redacted. 3994 lacks a skeletal structure. All apparent bone malformations exist only in the skin of the shell. The interior composition of 3994 is of an unknown viscous substance. Without a shell, the bodies of 3994 lack any confined form or structure. It may have a weight of upwards. Have a height upwards of 560 centimeters. In this state, 3994 maneuvers by dragging itself across the surface using any number of its limbs. No upper limit of limbs or appendages have been noted. 96%, 65% have been crossed out. 38% of conversations held between Foundation personnel and instances of 3994 have shown that 3994 will actively copy the speech patterns, dialects, and languages of those whom they are exposed to. What was crossed out is, however, 3994 demonstrates a great deal of difficulty in stringing together grammar and syntax, and has displayed symptoms in line with those of speech and communication disorders, notably cluttering and apraxia of speech. Instances under Foundation custody have shown to be adapting rapidly to match the language proficiency of personnel. Countermeasures have been implemented to combat this. Discovery. Initial discovery of 3994 occurred after news stations in redacted Bolivia, redacted Germany, and redacted Madagascar reported dozens of wild animals have been shred to pieces with pulpy, viscous innards of a solid, uniform color. Since this initial discovery, no instances were found to have developed an inhuman shell, likely due to rejection by inhuman mammalian societies. Samples taken from deceased instances proved to be extraterrestrial, with no known relatives existing on Earth. Several days prior to the initial discovery, all three cities have experienced a minor meteor shower. Meteorites retrieved near recovery locations have tested positive for DNA samples of 3994, implying that 3994 has been utilizing meteorites as a method of travel from their location of origin. Addendum 1. On January 6, redacted, three of the redacted total B category instances of 3994 progressed into a complete state of shell decay, hereby recognized as C category. Crevices in the B category shells with protruding limbs, spines, and other appendages gave way to its full interior body. Of these 3994 instances, effectively dissolving the shell, testing suggests that shell decay is a natural process with signs beginning 1 to 4 months after a shell is initially formed and dissolving entirely within 1 year. The process of shell formation takes a maximum of 3 days. There's no known way to inhibit this process. Interviewed 3994-A-7. Interviewer Dr. Kaufman. Forward. A-7 was recovered from redacted Ireland. 3 days prior to the interview, A-7 was recorded to have initially disregarded as an intoxicated townsperson until he was seen to have stabbed its elbows back in half and kept going about its business. Once it was administered medical treatment, hospital staff discovered that A-7 lacked any human bodily fluids, and the Foundation was essentially involved. Begin log. Good morning, A-7. Morning. Sickening. You find something sickening? It's an understandably standing rotten day. What's making it rotten? No breakfast. In time for breakfast. Eating as a man must eat, you know. 3994 does not require food and is presumed to be self-sustaining. A-7's comments are theorized to have been scrambled words of individuals and dislocation prior to recovery. Are you hungry? I could be hungry. And you, what was breakfast for yourself? I had waffles, I believe. Waffles, I believe. Oh, I indeed love waffles, I believe. They are how you say hungry for breakfast. Do you know what a waffle is, A-7? 3994-A-7 pauses briefly, it gazes this way, then it clears its throat. The following lines from A-7 contain several words of Argentinian Spanish, which have been translated into English. A waffle, I believe it's a bread pastry often eaten with unintelligible syrup for breakfast. Humans, us, we enjoy them. Popular here in Argentina. A-7. We are nowhere near Argentina. Extraneous dialogue has been removed. End log. Closing statement. Dr. Kaufman's interview with A-7 has led to the discovery of telepathic communications existing between instances of 3994. Further research is being conducted in order to understand the limits and capabilities of this. Addendum 02. Following an interview log 013, 3994 is confirmed to develop language proficiency, cultural understanding, acceptable social behavior, and other essential components of human interaction, not only by interacting with humans directly, but also by communicating information between one another in a hive mind complex. Developing this development by teaching 3994 false information about humanity is necessary to uncover instances of 3994 embedded in human society, and insects do not function as intended due to the composition of 3994. Incident log is -04. On August 12th, redacted, a security breach was attempted by 3994-A-7, A-24, A-33, B-3, B-78, C-16, and C-27. C-16 and C-27 provided aid to the breach by pressing themselves against the crevices of the containment chamber door, and the door frame to forcibly unhinge the door. They then function as a distraction by blocking off guards from accessing one side of the hallway, leading to 3994's containment chamber. Guards were unable to destroy enough of -C-16 and C-27's mass in order to surpass them into the hallway. The remaining instances of 3994 have formed shells resembling on-site staff and security prior to the incident. Both B category instances were able to conceal any protruding appendages by wrapping themselves in shards of cloth taken from each other's uniforms. A group of A category instances acted in the roles of personnel escorting wounded researchers to the medical bay. The security breach lasted a total 23 minutes before all violating instances of 3994 were terminated via heavy artillery fire. Addendum 03. On May 9th, redacted, excessive countermeasures were implemented to prevent absolute blending of undiscovered instances of 3994 into human societies. This includes all recreational activities relating to forms of media use of fake information, films, books, must have scrambled text or speech. No non-fiction media may be introduced to 3994 under any circumstances. No information regarding the personal lives of personnel may be mentioned under any circumstances. Incident Log 09. On September 16th, redacted, a breach was attempted by 14 A category instances, 37 B category instances, and 6 C category instances. Dr. Kaufman and 4 accompanying security guards approached 3994's containment chamber, which causes the aforementioned instances to swarm around the door. It should be noted that this behavior is abnormal for 3994. Dr. Kaufman opened the door, and 4 security guards were promptly trampled by the offending instances. However, all instances wove around Dr. Kaufman, who headed into the opposite direction from the group until he was subsequently apprehended 11 minutes after the breach. The instances managed to reach the center of Site-92 before they were successfully terminated via a contained flood of 20,000 gallons of battery-grade sulfuric acid. Interview Dr. Kaufman. Interviewer Dr. Redacted. Forward, the following interview occurred immediately after Incident Log 09, September 16th, Redacted. At the time of recording, Dr. Redacted was the site director for Site 92. Begin log. Dr. Kaufman, what reason do you have for your actions today? You were seen walking away from a massive containment breach without alerting security. I apologize. I must have forgotten. Forgotten? Mr. Kaufman, you were being swarmed by 3994. I don't want to punish you for initiation of an deliberate failure to contain a breach. Hell, I don't even want to blame you for what happened. You just opened the door. But they were all over you, Kaufman. They trampled the cars and headed straight for escape, and you forgot. Again, I apologize. I only did what I could. Excuse me, Kaufman? You can't keep them here forever. They've taken the form of the dominant species on the planet, and they're damn near indestructible by our means of measurement. We haven't found them all, and we don't know how many there are. We don't even know how they multiply. We're not here to discuss 3994, Kaufman. We're here to... You keep an army trapped inside these concrete walls, and it won't do a thing in your favor, Dr. Redacted. They learn, and then they keep advancing. It's a simple concept. Buffers on their development will stop working. Sooner or later, there'll be enough instances on this godforsaken planet to teach them enough language, teach them every language under the sun. They'll learn the games. They'll know that humans don't actually eat paste for breakfast, or wear their shoes on their hands, like you so desperately want them to believe. Soon enough, they'll be walking and talking like any other person. And at the rate they're going, they'll outsmart us 1,000,000 to 1. They'll just keep going and going and going. You waged a hefty bet against the universe's greatest conqueror, Dr. Redacted. And it's a bet you're going to lose. End log. Closing statement. Several hours following the interview, it was discovered that Dr. Kaufman had been on vacation for the past 2 weeks. I'm starting to think you guys were thinking of a different SCP.
Yeah, I was.
So I was like, wait. Jerry, you're still muted. I'm not sure if you said anything.
Sorry, I haven't said anything.
Alright, you guys ready for the thumbnail?
I will say either I was thinking of a different SCP with a similar name, or it was totally changed.
Same.
Yeah. Here's the thumbnail.
I hate it, thank you. What do we even rate this at?
Okay. So, what were they described as again? Like with their shells and stuff.
Let's see. Based on shell decay. 394 develops and inhabits outer skins and shells that resemble human beings. Act as disguises to hide their inner form of 394. But only for intended form human shells or sort of realities, twisted pinches, sphere of information.
The interior composition is of an unknown viscous substance. Basically, underneath the shell is liquid.
Yeah, it's just liquid.
That's why all the animals that they tried to take at first were literally just shells and liquid. It failed.
So it's inaccurate.
It's inaccurate in every single way.
Yes.
They cannot take the shell off because it's liquid inside. There's nothing inside that can stand on its own. It's basically a 4. And also, the human shell does not look perfectly handsome like the one they're peeling off.
You're gonna say something, Hatchet?
I was just saying, yeah, 4.
Yeah.
They've got like they basically just they just put a stereotypical gray alien in a human skin suit. So how much you want to bet that the video itself will actually accurately draw these things, and the fucking thumbnail is just completely its own thing?
It was written by Dog Teeth.
I love Dog Teeth.
There's a reason why I bring this here, because if you look in the description here, there's something missing.
It's very small. Like, the text is very small. I can't tell what you're
the author.
There's no Dog Teeth.
Also, I'm seeing right at the beginning of the description, install Raid for free, which means they're sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. This is the second SCP content form that's sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, by the way, that we found.
Oh, great. I love Raid Shadow Legends.
Anyways, are we ready?
No, but proceed.
3, 2, 1.
Thousands of bright lights were traveling through the sky at lightning speed. They seemed to be coming from one central point. The man stared at the vision. He had heard about meteors, but...
What is happening?
Why is he pink?
I don't know. The beginning made me think this was a weird anime, and then I saw that guy dressed, and he's honestly drawn less human than I've seen them draw anyone in a very long time. And he's not white, so I'm not sure how I feel about that, especially the bean shaped his head they gave him. Please don't tell me he's from a Spanish speaking country.
Oh, God.
Oh God.
At the very beginning, I was thinking, like, did they smoke marijuana then animate this?
You know, as long as it's not Portuguese or Spanish that they speak in this video, that for that person, it should probably not be racist. Oh gosh.
He's just a pink guy standing on a rooftop, I think.
Actually, that's more of a reddish brown. That's why I'm worried.
Oh, okay. I guess I can kind of get that.
I see orange, too.
Doesn't look orange to me.
Like
what?
The brick? You're talking about the bricks, right?
No, the
skin. Talking about his skin. The guy. What are you? I'm calling him a pink man, and you're like, oh yeah, orange. Look at the orange bricks. Oh, orange. I love orange.
I will say a lot of lighter browns, when they don't have enough gray tones to it, will look pinkish.
Yeah.
All right, we ready?
Like, I guess the thing is, like, when I first saw this image, the first thing I thought was Pink Panther.
Well, the first thing I thought was, I hope this is not going to be super racist.
We'll find out.
Let's see.
3, 2, 1.
I had never imagined he would ever bear witness to a shower of them hurtling towards his island home, Madagascar. When he arrived at his house, he woke his sleeping wife.
Wait, he's still looking pink. He's still looking pink.
Oh, okay. I think the idea was that he was like under the lighting effects.
Yeah.
Well, Chew, they're not pink anymore.
It didn't look pink to me, but anyway. If it's Madagascar, this is probably going to be really racist, especially since they're like, oh, he stared at the lights, and he had this spiritual, I never thought I would see this thing. Oh yeah, he's in Madagascar. I was off on where it might be in the world, but it's not looking good for them. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's keep going.
Granted,
they still don't know how to draw women, but they don't know how to draw men right now either.
She was like, wait, so if I'm supposed to be going to light, I'll be pink. Hang on, I gotta check something.
Yeah, apparently according to SCP Exposed, black men turn pink under light.
Anyways, I will give them credit. They actually used a country mentioned in the article instead of putting their own.
Yes, but my issue is, how racist are they going to make this? Also, it said before in the article that when they do take someone's form, it's typically misshapen. He still looks the fucking same.
Well,
I don't think that's the instance yet.
Okay. But I will say he does look misshapen by default by how badly they drew him. Did they draw him like a person? And is that supposed to be a fucking goatee? Does that look like a goatee? Just press play.
I was about to say, Chew says no watching Booch information from me.
That's because in real life, black people don't turn pink under light.
Damn.
I can turn pink.
Right, you're white. You can probably turn pink if enough heat is applied. Unless you're a fucking freak like me where, yes, if I scar, will it be brown, pink, or gray?
Oh, God. 3, 2, 1.
and told her what he had seen. His excitement about the incident was infectious, and his wife was soon wide awake listening to his story. She told him that he should tell
Style just randomly changed for a few brief seconds. What the fuck?
This episode is breaking Jerry.
Also, what the fuck? No house looks like that. Also, does she have boobs or is she pregnant? Where are her boobs traveling? Are they not boobs? Are they a stomach?
Let me remind everyone who's watching it now. The gay man is worried about women's boobs.
No, I'm worried about if those are boobs or her stomach. You know how bad that anatomy is? Are you even sure what that's supposed to represent?
I'm dying right now.
What does that represent? Her stomach or her chest?
I can't.
Well, answer me. Which
I don't
one do you think
fucking
that
know.
represents? Yeah, see? That's the problem. Mark bad women's anatomy.
Looking what the fuck is with the bedding code placement? It's a content farm. What do you expect, Chill?
You know what? Maybe they'll figure out what it's supposed to be in the next frame. They seem to be changing art a lot.
She was enjoying you freaking out.
But we'll figure out what the lump is. Either her stomach or her chest or maybe both. Who knows? Let's find out.
I was not expecting the Chew to yell that much.
I'm sorry, Chew. I'm an artist, and sometimes artists feel things when they see things.
Anyways, in 3, 2.
his story to the authorities. Maybe the local news might want to interview him. It was about 3 days after the meteor shower when he was watching the local news. The anchor was talking about the discovery of the bodies of hundreds of wild
What's wrong with
animals.
the anchor?
Their bodies had been shredded to
What was
No,
that?
press. I said, what's wrong with the anchor? But keep going. It's just bad art. It's just really bad art.
pieces. The man was just wondering who or what could have done such a terrible thing when there was a knock at his door. He opened the door and saw two very official-looking men
What?
standing there. "Come in," he said. "You must be from the news
They
station."
look like they were
The
drawn by
Foundation
a
personnel
fun
looked
mirror.
at
You know those funhouse mirrors that warp? Do those look like real people or funhouse mirror people?
I don't know if it's a gunner. I expect the bare minimum there. What did you arrive to, Sanju? Hell. Anyways, let's continue.
Well, they may not know how to draw people, but I don't know.
Yeah. Are you okay, Hatchet? So I just realized you were muted, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
That's valid, Chew.
Alright,
That's valid.
yeah, in 3, 2, 1.
each other, then entered his home. Welcome to SCP Exposed.
Go fuck yourself.
Today we bring you the Keter class subject, SCP-3994. Sometimes analyzing all these SCPs
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
What was that?
He's transitioning to his great sponsorship.
I just
Oh,
want to
yeah,
see
he
a
is.
human in this video that looks human. I'm gonna be angry if the first thing that looks human is the SCP itself. I'll be so angry.
Oh my gosh, it's an over a minute ad of Raid Shadow Legends.
It's a fucking ad. I don't want to. They go to the anime bullshit when that. Okay.
Oops, I went too far. Oops, I hit the
like
wrong
anything
arrow
out of-
key.
I'll be honest.
Here we go.
That light stream doesn't look like it's out of the SCP thing. It looks like it's out of an anime.
No ethical reacts. We don't want to watch Raid Shadow Legends. Fuck them. Plus, they're pretty much street people from what I heard.
Well, Chew, why would we want to watch an ad from a content farm?
That was suddenly explodes. This is some you have two humor here. So shit.
What do you think of the lights, Hatchet?
Oh, was the no ethical reacts to the ad thing? Okay, never mind. I was wrong, Chew. Anyways, in 3, 2, 1, let's continue.
SCP-3994 is the collective designation for a cluster of extraterrestrial entities, currently consisting of SCP-3994-A1 through SCP-3994-C27. Instances of the cluster have been grouped into categories A, B, or C, based upon the degree of their shell decay, with A having no signs of shell decay, B having any amount of shell decay but with a retained shell, and C lacking any shell at all. SCP-3994 develops and inhabits outer skins. These are referred to as shells that resemble human beings. It will favor mimicking the appearance of a pre-existing individual in its immediate vicinity if it lacks a shell. If no human is present, shell formation will occur regardless. These shells are assumed to act as disguises to hide the inner form of the alien, but often fail to perform it as intended. 68% of attempts by SCP-3994 to form humanoid shells have resulted in various deformities, including but not limited to twisted appendages, severe malformation resembling elephantitis, and disproportionate.
That's not what a twisted limb looks like.
What the? Why is it?
Wait, is that what they think a spine looks like?
Yes.
Well, we paused before we heard what this example was for.
Alright. Anyways. Are you guys gonna say anything else, or?
I think I just need to head off.
Oh.
I'm just
You need to go rest. Do you just want me and Jerry to continue this?
Yeah, y'all continue without me. I'm just not going up.
Okay. Well, I hope you...
I hope you start feeling better soon.
Yeah, same. I hope you start feeling better.
Okay. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Right now, just move Jerry a bit. There you go. Alright. Can I play that spine like a xylophone? No. Just because you asked.
Skeletal structure. All apparent bone malformations.
That was a spine. That was a spine, Jerry.
You know what? I'm hoping they're not gonna do any more racist things. I don't know why I feel concerned about that as soon as I see a brown person, but they don't have a good track record. It's to this point where I see someone and I'm like, oh. What are they gonna do to him?
3, 2, 1.
Exist only in the skin of the shell. However, this percentage has shown to increase in the absence of a replicable human subject.
One eternity later.
The initial discovery of SCP-3994 occurred after news stations in Bolivia, Germany, and Madagascar reported dozens of wild animals having been shred to pieces with pulpy, viscous innards of a solid...
Oh yes, shred to pieces. A hole. I feel so shredded.
Of all animals they choose, it's a dog.
Do they even know where Madagascar is? You know, let's just... Let's just keep going.
Uniform color. Since this initial discovery, no instances were found to have developed an inhuman shell. Likely due to rejection by inhuman mammalian societies, samples taken from deceased instances proved to be extraterrestrial, with no known relatives existing on Earth. Several days prior to the initial discovery, all 3 cities had experienced a minor meteor shower. Meteorites retrieved near recovering locations have tested positive for DNA samples of SCP
Why did he? I never mind. I'm not gonna say anything.
3994.
We know what it looks
implying
like.
that they have been utilizing meteorites as a method of travel from their location of origin. SCP-3994 is currently being held on site at Site 92. The doors to its containment chambers must be pressurized as to prevent instances from maneuvering through.
I'm sorry, but what the fuck is this apparatus? It just looks like they put, you know what? In order to make a pressurized door, we're going to put a keypad lock and a pump that looks like a bunch of orange pancakes and carrots. I saw that from chat. Oh, it's smushed carrot pancakes. That's what they are.
Okay,
through
let's
gaps
keep
between
going.
the door and its frame. Instances are to be separated by category into their respective containment chambers, in groups of no more than 15 per chamber.
Many unbearable hours later.
All personnel who interact with any aspect of SCP-3994 or files regarding it must undergo a blood test prior to entering and exiting the containment chamber.
I just realized, does that mean that for this SCP they just give it AI slop? That's produced.
I don't know.
That's produced nowadays. You just give it AI. That or
Maybe.
that or what the or they give it cocoa melon. You're the ones producing the slop. Yummy, yummy slops. That's true. Anyways.
As to prevent allowing the incorrect personnel from exiting. The Foundation discovered on one occasion that 3 of the total B category instances of cluster had progressed into a complete state of shell decay. They were then recognized as C category. Crevices in B category shells with protruding limbs, spines, and other appendages gave way to the full interior body of these SCP-3994 instances, effectively dissolving the shell. Testing suggests that shell decay is a natural process, with signs beginning 1 to 4 months after a shell is initially formed, and dissolving entirely within 1 year. The process of shell formation takes a maximum of 3 days. There's no way to inhibit this process. SCP-3994-A7 is an instance which was recovered from Ireland. It was recorded that initially it had been disregarded as an intoxicated townsperson until it was seen to have snapped.
Well, at the very least, most of the information about it has been correct so far.
Oh my god. He looks so happy with his arms facing the opposite direction.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But isn't this technically something that would happen in file?
Yeah. Yeah. I still find it funny. Anyways.
Snapped its elbows back in half and kept going about its business. Once it was administered medical treatment, hospital staff discovered that it lacked any human bodily fluids, and the Foundation was subsequently involved. 3 days after its arrival at the Foundation, Dr. Kaufman conducted an interview with—
Wait, hold on. I gotta see something real quick. How the fuck you getting inside?
Well,
Because it looks like the stairs are blocking the door.
It's not a staircase. It's even worse.
I know.
Look at it. Technically, that's just a pattern. It's not technically a staircase. So it's literally a wall placed directly in front of the door for no reason whatsoever.
They were trying to go for a staircase. It does not look like a staircase.
Well, a staircase slopes, Bright. Now, Aaron, look and you notice there's no sloping. So, like I said, that's not supposed to be a staircase. That's supposed to be a wooden patterned wall.
Such as you have to be forklift certified.
I think you have to go in like a wrecking ball.
All of a sudden, like the Foundation researchers are inside, and you're like, "Do I hear Lady Gaga?" The wrecking ball just crashes through their wall.
I don't think that was Lady Gaga, was it? Let me.
Yeah, it was Lady Gaga who sang it. I believe.
No, Miley Cyrus.
Oh, it's Miley Cyrus. Never mind. I confused the wrong person.
Lady Gaga's weird. She's too weird for Wrecking Ball. Wrecking Ball is a very clear black and white breakup song. When has Lady Gaga done anything clear, black and white? She's a fucking rainbow.
Anyways, 3, 2, 1.
After its arrival at the Foundation, Dr. Kaufman conducted an interview with SCP-3994-A7. The following is a transcript from the interview. "Good morning, SCP-3994-A7, said Dr. Kaufman. "Morning, sickening, replied the subject. "Do you find something sickening?" "It's an understandably standing rotten day." "What's making it rotten?" "No breakfast, and time for breakfast. Eating as a man must eat, you know." Are you hungry?" "Faye, hunger be hungry. And you, what was breakfast for yourself?" "I had waffles, I believe." "Waffles, I believe. Oh, I endear waffles, I believe. They are, how do you say, hungry for breakfast." "Do you know what a waffle is, A7?
The way they drew the doctor makes him constantly look concerned. I keep seeing every angle. He just looks like, "You good, bro?" I'm so really concerned.
Let's just keep watching.
Yeah. Would you be concerned if your tongue is a human equivalent of Cleverbot? Nah. It's what SMGs are for.
7? SCP-3994-A7 paused briefly. It gazed distinctly, then cleared its throat. The following lines from the
What?
subject contain several words of Argentinian Spanish, which have been
Okay.
translated into English. "A waffle, I believe, is a bread pastry often eaten with..." Unintelligible. "Syrup for breakfast. Humans.
Wait, what?
Us, we enjoy them. Popular here
No, this
in
was in an
Argentina."
interview.
A7, we are nowhere near
Yeah,
Argentina.
wasn't that
Ask-
the interview with someone they thought was a drunken Irishman for a moment? But they didn't bring it up that way. That's why I was a little confused.
Yeah, this is the instance. This is the drunken man Irishman instance.
Why didn't they talk about it that way? Okay, press play.
I
Feels
don't.
like everything's disjointed.
Is that Spanish, Sanju? If it is, good that you know it, I guess. I don't know what that means.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to kindly point out that Google Translate exists. And you can copy and paste, and it says "stop idiot."
It's not just as a common Argentinian expression.
But what's it mean? Just stop idiot?
I guess
I
so.
know a lot of our phrases sound off place without knowing that it means something.
It's a bit more context dependent.
Okay, that's fair.
But basically, yes. Neat. Anyways, 32.
SCP-3994 does not require food and is presumed to be self-sustaining. A7's comments are theorized to have been the scrambled words of individuals in its location prior to recovery. Dr. Kaufman's interview with A7 has led to the discovery of telepathic communications existing between instances of SCP-3994. Further research is being conducted in order to understand the limits and capabilities of this. After further interviews were conducted with SCP-3994, it was confirmed it was able to develop language proficiency, cultural understanding, acceptable social behavior, and other essential components of human interaction, not only by interacting with humans directly, but also by communicating information between one another in a hive mind complex. Dampening this development by teaching it false information about humanity is necessary to uncover instances of SCP-3994 embedded in human society. Amnestics do not function as intended due to the composition of the alien. On the 12th of August, a security breach was attempted by a number of A, B, and C instances. C-27 provided aid to the breach by pressing itself between the crevices of the containment chamber door and the door frame to forcibly unhinge the door. They then functioned as a distraction by blocking off guards from accessing one side of the hallway.
I'm sorry. But it looks like it's just a rave party right here.
Oh shit, it does. Okay.
Rave party.
At least all the information is accurate, so the only thing that hurts is the art.
It's a containment breach. It's rave. Oh my god.
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
The hallway leading to SCP-3994's containment chamber. Guards were unable to destroy enough of C-16 and C-27's mass in order to suppress them in the hallway. Remaining instances of SCP-3994 had formed shells resembling on-site staff and security prior to the incident. Both B-category instances were able to conceal any protruding appendages by wrapping them in shreds of cloth taken from each other's uniforms. The group of A-category instances acted in the roles of personnel escorting wounded researchers to the medical bay. The security breach lasted a total of 23 minutes before all violating instances of SCP-3994 were terminated via heavy artillery fire. On the 16th of September, a breach was attempted by 14
Why did it kind of
A-category
look
instances.
like they literally used a tank to fire them down?
Nah, they use them, as the, they use
I know what they used, but it looked like a cannon.
No, they used,
Like, not a cannon, a tank cannon gun
Yeah.
thing.
yeah, they used, Star Wars tank cannon machines to take care of the instances. They party too hard, oh my god. 3, 2, 1.
Instances, 37 B-category instances, and 6 C-category instances. Dr. Kaufman and 4 accompanying security guards approached SCP-3994's containment chamber, which caused the aforementioned instances to swarm around the door. It should be noted that this behavior is abnormal for the cluster. Dr. Kaufman opened the door, and the 4 security guards were promptly trampled by the offending instances. However, all instances wove around Dr. Kaufman, who headed in the opposite direction from the group until he was subsequently apprehended 11 minutes after the breach.
Wait, hold on. They're saying he's an instance in this animation. It was never clarified in the article he's an instance.
Well, I guess we have to put at least a 1 for accuracy, as in it's slightly inaccurate. Well, slightly inaccurate enough that we have to put a point for inaccuracy.
Yeah, Just watch my thing right here.
Subsequently apprehended
Zord's
11 minutes
skin
after the breach.
and clothing.
The instances managed to reach the center of Site-92 before all were successfully terminated via a contained flood of 20,000 gallons of battery-grade sulfuric acid. Immediately after the incident, the Foundation's director of Site-92 conducted an interview with Dr. Kaufman. This is the transcript.
In the courtroom? In the courtroom?
Is that technically a courtroom? Look at everything that doesn't belong.
Yeah, I know, but the way they had the guy on top, it looks like he's a judge.
A judge that came out of a funhouse mirror.
Yeah.
Look at how he was drawn.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
What reason do you have for your actions today? You were seen walking away from a massive containment breach without alerting security.
Oh yes,
Asked the
that
site
is
director.
the voice of an old man. Sorry.
I apologize. I must have forgotten, replied Dr. Kaufman. Forgotten? Dr. Kaufman, you were being swarmed by SCP-3994. I don't want to punish you for initiation of and deliberate failure to contain a breach. Hell, I don't even want to blame you for what happened. You just opened the door. But they were all over you, Kaufman. They trampled the guards and headed straight for escape.
Oh,
And
now
you
it
forgot?
itches.
Again, I apologize. I only did what I could. Excuse me, Kaufman? You can't keep them here forever. They've taken the form of the dominant species on the planet, and they're damn near indestructible by our means of measurement. We haven't found them all. We don't know how many there are. You don't even know how they multiply. We're not here to discuss SCP-3994, Kaufman. We're here to... You keep an army trapped inside these concrete walls, and it won't do a thing in your favor. They learn, and then they keep advancing. It's a simple concept. Buffers on their development will stop working. Sooner or later, there'll be enough instances on this godforsaken planet to teach them every language under the sun. They'll learn the games. They'll know that humans don't actually eat paste for breakfast or wear their shoes on their hands like you so desperately want them to believe. Soon enough, they'll be walking and talking like any other person. And at the rate they're going, they'll outsmart us 1,000,000 to 1. They just keep going and going and going. You've wagered a hefty bet against the universe's greatest conqueror, and it's a bet you're going to lose. Several hours following the interview, it was discovered that Dr. Kaufman had been on vacation for the past 2 weeks.
Oh, wait.
Wait, what? I don't remember that.
It was
Oh, it
discovered-
was.
Oh, I guess the person they were talking to was an instance.
Well, then I guess it's still a 0 for inaccuracy because it means they followed everything to the T. They just
I forgot
didn't do
about
it
that.
nicely.
Also, I'm going to close that because I do not want to go back to see that AI picture. Fuck AI. Oh, wait, you know what I should do right now? Hold on.
What?
Let me just do this, move it, shrink it just a tad bit, and... I'm not sure if you can see on stream. Oh my god.
Are you done getting your feelings out?
Yes. Alright, remove character size slices. They did remove the author.
Huh?
Yeah, they removed the author.
Oh, then that needs to be at least a 1.
Yeah.
But besides that, I don't think they removed any of the other characters.
No.
Yeah. And added gore violence is sadly a 0.
Or altered. We forgot about altered part.
Well, how much was actually altered? 0?
Yeah. Alright, deviates from the part of the article, not really?
It didn't deviate besides the weird thing at the beginning they added, which we don't really count.
Yeah, it didn't really deviate, so I guess that's another 0. Only minute of video such offensiveness.
Okay, how offensive do we want to put this? Black men turn pink under light.
I wonder if Chu's still here to tell us how offensive that is. Oh my god. I don't know.
You know what? I think I know who might be able to help us.
Who?
They just got on the toilet, never mind. I'm like, I know who to ask for help. They're not available at the moment. Just at the, right, I have timing.
Oh.
Zanju from, well, I guess you didn't see the whole thing, did you?
I saw enough.
Zanju from 1 to 4, how racist do you think they got?
I did not see the whole thing. At the very beginning, they made an African
like
skin
to show
pink.
Zanju what they did?
I can't read the video.
That's fair.
Thousands of bright
Yeah, as you can see here.
Also, where even is that in Madagascar? What? You know what? I'm gonna look up Madagascar to see if there are even colorful bricks.
Yeah, as you can see right here. This is right here. But if you wait till right here, that's his actual skin color.
Let's see. Looks like normal buildings, normal buildings, normal buildings, normal buildings, normal buildings, normal buildings. It looks like a beautiful country, but it also doesn't. Where the fuck did they pull those weird bricks out of their fucking ass cracks?
I don't know.
But I do say, like many old buildings, they have old buildings that are very pretty. But maybe that's because I love history. I love history. I love things that show like older designs with bigger, more detailed patterns. Because older buildings tend to have better designs to them. I'm not trying to be biased.
Bullshit.
No, I'm going to look up colorful bricks to see if there's any place like that in Madagascar, anywhere in that whole country. I don't think so. This is as close to colorful bricks as it got.
I just sent a Chew a DM on a scam for 4 hours. This is the black guy being big at the start of the video.
So why did they even use the bricks in that video? Because there doesn't seem like any bricks like that anywhere in Madagascar that I could see in any of the pictures.
Because fuck you, that's why.
In fact, let me look up a map of Africa.
Oh, hi, Chew. They said
to see if any of the countries nearby have any sort of colorful bricks anywhere at any point. Oh, did you pop up?
Yeah. Is okay, the reason why it says not 0 to 10 is because it's on a scale to... It's 5, so... And 20 times 5 is 100, so... That's why it's on scale of 1 to 4, because 5 times 4 is 20. That's why it's not 0 to 10. So, it said 4 just because they can.
You know what? I'm looking up Mozambique brick houses because that looks like the country in Africa closest to Madagascar. And there's still no brick houses those colors.
Hmm.
Yeah, none. There's nice looking houses with stones in the walls, but that's very different looking in literally every single way. Almost like different, no, I'm just shutting up.
Do you agree with you, Jerry? With it being 4?
Let's see, they turned a black man pink. They used an imaginary brick pattern design. Can we look at that brick wall again?
Oh my god, I deleted the
why I
video.
want to see it. I just want to be angry, I guess.
Thousands of brothers, but had
Yeah, there's literally no place in Madagascar I've seen of any pictures anywhere with a brick wall, even slightly resembling that in any way. In fact, is that a wall? Is that anything? We never find out, do we? Where was that? What was he doing there in the middle of the night? Was he at work? Was he doing something else? Was he getting shit before going home to his wife? Do we ever find out? No? You know what? Fuck it, 4. He's at this imaginary brick that might be the top of a house. It might be a wall. It might be part of a bridge. Who fucking knows? It's the imaginary bricks. And he's out at the middle of the night. Why? Who knows? Was it for work? Was he getting back from work? Was he going to work? Did he forget to go to work after seeing the light of, I don't know, spirituality? Because they lightly suggested he was religious, because we know there's no trope about calling black people religious or anything. I'm sorry, I should stop ranting.